Hi guys, welcome to Jonny Vapour Show. Woo! Hope everyone's okay today. So, what we're looking at... What are we looking at today? I hear you cry. What we're looking at? I'm about to tell you now. Bit of fun as we get into the vaping world. So we're looking at kicks today. Not teenage kicks, just kicks. Wow! Rubbish technique. That's a kick. If you can't really see what I'm looking at, it doesn't matter, because you can just type it in Google and then it will come up. But I'll explain to you what it is. It's a bit of electronic circuit board. Of course, I can see that. I'm not blind, Mr. Vapour. So, a kick is used in conjunction with a mechanical mod. So what I'm going to do is vape this without a kick and see how we get on. So, the best way of describing a kick is a... That's upside down. No, come upside down. This upside down. The best way of describing a kick is very voltage, very wattage system. So, the experience you're going to get is the similar of switching from a standard kind of 3.7 volt battery until starting vaping on like a varivolt system. But on mechanical mods, which are dead easy to use, as you can see, should have really geared this up before, shouldn't I? Well done, Mr. Vapour, well done. But it's all together now. This is a great little mod, by the way. This is the Enzonic V3. It's dead hard. It looks awesome. It's tiny. And hopefully should vape this Aspire adjusted Kanga tank, which is another video you may have missed or not seen. It's a kit which involves you can use a dual coil in a Kanga tank. Kanga Pro Tank 2 and 1, I believe. Nevertheless, let's have a vape. Is it working? Yep. Ooh. Well, in standard mode, without the kick, as you can see on this mechanical, not only does it rock in the ways it looks, it is producing shitloads of vapour and taste. As you would expect from an Aspire coil. But it just comes as the battery is. There's no variation. As you know yourself, you get a very volt or very watt system. You may want a bit more voltage, you may want a bit less voltage, some juices. Some juices seem to... I've got a juice from... I've got quite a few juices from places. And it's a Vapour Light menthol. Where's it from? Man, I need to prepare this stuff down. I should write stuff down before I start making boring videos, so I really know what I'm talking about. Eternity e-liquids, Vapour Light menthol. Vape it low, you get a lovely tobacco flavour. Higher, Vapour Light menthol. Too high, menthol. Boring bit of information. So, I've unscrewed the mechanical. This particular one is, you can use a kick in it with it, so before you do buy the kick, make sure yours does support it, or obviously get an Enzonic V3 or V2, I think they both support it, and these are great little kits. You can just, I haven't chucked it around of course, but you can, I have chucked some stuff around, you may recall in former videos, but this is just so hard, and it's just beautiful. So the kick itself is adjustable. So it's a bit like how you'd adjust your very volt or very wattage. You press a button up and down on a normal kind of mod. This particular one has a screw. So this can be near impossible to show you, isn't it? So we'll show you. I think my shed's blown down. the screw there. You might just see a little screw, and on the screw, I should really do it up closer here, but like I say, sometimes people make a big fuss over stuff that's already out there. The screw, it says on there 5 to 12, just to the side of it, so you pick what kind of voltage you want, or wattage in this particular case, and there we go. Now we've got a very watt system. So the original kicks were very voltage. Very voltage is good, but you tend to find you can sometimes burn coils, where the wattage system's cleverer, has an extra bit of circuit board on there somewhere that goes, hey, this is a certain kind of coil, we're going to vape it at this temperature in conjunction with the watt system. I could be completely wrong what I just said there, but I think I'm right. So, now Jonny Vapour's thinking, which way did it come in and which way does it go out? Aha! I hear you cry. It goes that way. You sure? Yeah. This is going to be wrong, I'm looking idiot, aren't I? No. It's because I took it out back to front. So there's a little thing on the side which you push in. You can obviously fit this from the top or the bottom. I'm presuming the best way to fit it is from the bottom. So we're going to fit it from the top because I'm an idiot. And there we go, fits in very nicely, just at the top. We're just going to extend the tube and push it down into the correct kind of air it should be, back there. So I could have fit it from the bottom, couldn't I? I think you've gone wrong again, haven't you? Oh, fuck's sake. You're putting the wrong bit. What kind of idiot are you? I know lots of... The whole thing's fell to pieces now. I think amateur vapors like to watch my videos because I'm just a blumbering idiot, aren't I? Let's try again. I think, oh, we'll watch Jonny Vapour because he's an absolute idiot. So if he can do it, I can do it. To keep yourself amused at the back there, there's drinks and refreshments and for sale. There we are, done now. Ever the professional, as you can see there. At least you've got a live how to put it all together instruction. In theory, So now, with the kick fitted, we're vaping it. I think I've set about 7 to 8 volts. Watts. I'm confused. And as you can see, it's turned into a proper smoke machine now. Woo! Jesus. So, as with using very watt systems on any kind of mod, you do find it gives you a more preferred vape to how you like it, as opposed to just how mechanical generally works. You just get whatever's left of the battery. So it will use its onboard equipment to adjust the output settings. It's all very complicated, isn't it? The output settings for a preferred vape. So I'll read you what it says on their website, because they wrote loads of stuff and it's really interesting. I highly recommend it if you do have a mechanical, because sometimes you just need a kick. Especially as it gets later in the day on your battery. Plus you can put it right up to 12 and get pure power. This thing can really kick out some power. So I'll just read what it says. The kick is a boosted power regulator in the form of a drop-in module designed to be used in various tubes with IMR batteries. There's 3 main functions. I forgot about these. These are an important bit which I've not mentioned. Some people don't like vaping on mechanicals. Some famous people are a bit not sure sometimes, because obviously it's just a mechanical. It's the basic system you can get there. So with the kick, it does offer protection for short circuit and undervolt protection, so that you've got more chance of not getting electrocuted, of course. There, obviously, change the mechanical mod to a variable wattage device, and you can go from 5 to 12 with this particular kick in question. And also the kick obviously gives you constant wattage at the same watt. So if you set up your coil, you're probably going to run a rebuildable tank on this. But this Aspire is really rocking, so I've been using this quite a bit recently. And I want a certain kind of hit. And that's the hit. Oh God, that's the hit I want. Loads of vape, loads of flavour, perfect. Very, very nice, very, very nice. Last bit of information. It goes from 1.5 to 3 ohm coils, and there's a video of a more professional man showing you how to put it together, not looking like a blumbering idiot. But there we go. That's my look at the kick for a mechanical mod. Do I recommend it? I do recommend it if you're... Right, okay. Let me be honest with what I'm going to say here. If you have a mechanical mod, it's an essential, because obviously a mechanical mod doesn't offer the flexibility. This is my opinion, by the way. I know there's people out there who will disagree with me, so I'll carry on regardless. A mechanical mod, there's a scratch on my camera. The mechanical mod doesn't offer the variations that I particularly like. So this gives me a lot more flexibility when using this mechanical mod with different tanks and different systems. Because I know people that build a coil, they probably kind of stick to the kind of coil they like, where I like to flex between low coils and high ohm coils. So with this, it gives me that flexibility to adjust it to the proper taste I like, rather than just having the taste as it comes from the battery. And obviously the taste and the hit and everything will drop down as the battery voltage goes down. So for me, we're using a mechanical, it's an essential. But I think, me personally, I'd rather just use a different kind of mod where it's easier, you just click it up and down and away you go. But that's my own point of view. I know people love mechanicals. I've really started just getting into them. Like I say, we're going to dedicate this month to mechanicals and rebuildables. So to use, but this is where it gets more complicated. Mechanical mods are so nice. They're so hard wearing, look good, feel good, nice weight, and obviously they can vape anything because there's such a simple system. So if you're going like sub-ohm vaping, it's impossible on an adjustable, and also with the kick also it's impossible. So that's what I'm saying. If you have a mechanical, a kick is an essential little part of your kit. So you can vape pretty much from 0 ohm, well not 0 ohm, but you know what I mean, half an ohm should one say, right up to 3 ohms with this particular kick. So it's essential if you're going to use different tanks, different things. Maybe you just want a bit more power than your battery gives out. If you're building a real nice coil, like 1.5 ohms, then it's essential as well. But I've really enjoyed using it with the kick. And for me, for somebody who likes to use very volts and very watt systems as a standard kind of unit, I find the kick really an essential bit of kit. And it's not that dear. This one in question is £15. So it's great. In fact, it's great actually. Really think about it. You get the mod, and then the kick, and then you set up. Then you got a little real good very watt system there. So I do recommend it if you have a mechanical. If you don't have a mechanical mod, you may as well have not watched the 14.5 minutes of video. Sadly, I've forced you to watch. But if you do have a mechanical, then I highly recommend a kick for your mechanical system. Also, the kick works with different types of batteries. I've been using it just with this one today. I find it gives off loads of power, loads of vapour. This is an 18350, nothing particularly special, just a cheap one, and it's delivered that hit that I wanted with my dual coil Aspire there, which is vaping fantastic also. So, all in all, I do recommend a kick. Would I prefer, like I say, this is my opinion, and I know there'll be people out there who think it's completely different than me, and that's cool, you know, it's completely up to you. If you want some trouble, you want for some. I think for me, I'd like probably just the button system. I know it seems a bit soft in the world of vaping. It's all about big smoke and mechanicals and stuff, but for me, I love the flexibility of the Inicum products. I find are really good. My VTR, I really like my VTR. That gives me a big flavour, big hit. So for me, I don't really know where I've gone with this. I've kind of gone off spectrum between mechanicals and thingamabobs, but that's not quite what I meant to do, so I do apologise. I like an easy switch over, but if you're into mechanicals, and I can see why, because they're just made so great and so hard. Some of these, especially the E-Cigs and stuff, you're just afraid you drop it. And most of them actually, they're kind of soft, aren't they? They're not as hard wearing as you think. Where mechanical is a lot more hard wearing, and the kick now gives you that flexibility to vape or to vape at what wattage you require. So back to what I was saying, it's essential in my eyes, an essential bit of kit for using a mechanical. So your mechanical setup so far is a nice mechanical system. This is an M-Vape, Enzonic. Vape's really good, and I get a kick a lot to go along with it. Not quite sure why the camera gave up, because I was just blabbering on too much. So, oh man, please, I'm going to do one good video one day. Keep on watching, because you never know. That day may come when you see the proper video. So, like I say, if you're going to get a mechanical setup, a mechanical tube, get yourself a couple of sets of batteries, a kick, and then obviously a rebuildable, and you'll be set. Such a good system. But to conclude, the kick is, in my eyes, an essential bit of having a mechanical system. Gives you such flexibility, and although, like I say, I do like button systems and just pressing up and down, it's not hard. You just pop it out, give it a quick tweak. That's it. It's really simple. Put your screwdriver in, boop, there's little numbers there, away you go. I'm sorry I can't really get a very good uppy closey of this. I know my technique's shit. There you go. You just turn that screwdriver thing and away you go. So, all in all, fantastic bit of kit. Essential, in my own opinion, if you have a mechanical mod. Obviously, this kit will fit most mods, so you can just purchase the kit if you already have a mechanical, and then you'll be vaping away very happily, very, very happily. So, that's today's look at stuff. We're going to look at more at the Enzonic. This has really impressed me, this is a really good bit of kit, and it's so built, so nice. But for me, hand in hand, you'll discover more once you get into building cores and stuff that you need a mechanical, because you can vape at anything pretty much on it. Whereas one's buttons and stuff like that, they're restricted to like 1.5, 1.3 ohm coils, so they give you so much more flex using the mechanical. And then with the kick as well, it gives that kick, that's a punch, kick, that's a punch, kick, that's a punch that it requires. So there we go. Thank you for watching the Jonny Vape Show today. I do apologise if you have been bored out of your socks, but good news is this is the end. So on that bombshell, I'll leave you. I say goodbye, and I say thank you very much for tuning in, and we're going to move on to more rebuildable stuff this month, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching as always, and we'll see you soon. Bye!